Hello and welcome to a new game, which you can already see here, the Banner Saga. The reason I'm playing this game is due to my video game book club group. Yeah, I don't need to say club and group. One of us suggested this game to play, and I'm very interested to see how this is going, because as far as I know, it's some strategic round-based thing, and I'm not a huge fan of those. But I'm open. I'm open to see if it might strike my interest. I really like the vibe of this, like the artistic style is very beautiful, and I like that a lot. And yeah, I would say let's hop right into it. Alright, okay. The gods are dead. In their wake, men and giants survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun. That's not good.
Að sjá dreggjan á ferli neðan vor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Very good.
Komið skjótt! Komið í höfnina miklu! Gist ég leyfa oss að byggja? Hverfið á braut! Engan eigi ég hlut að máli þessu!
We arrived just in time. The chieftain in red, and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Click the check mark to continue. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue, the enemy is red. It's your turn to act. Movement happens before action. And? No, I swing my sword and then take a step forward. This ring shows your shield banger is active. The blue tiles around him show where he can move. Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned allies are a race of giants called Val, who take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. Ah, okay, yeah, this thing. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Click the tile you want to move to, then click the check mark to confirm. Move your child hanger here to get him into a head attack range. To target an enemy, click the tile on which they stand. Ally tiles are blue, the enemies are red. Target the enemy now by clicking this tile. You can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers beneath each icon, 2 and 5, show the damage you will do to that stat. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. Huh? Oh, if I lose 2 strength, then I will cause 2 less damage. If strength falls 0, the character falls in battle. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to take more damage in the future. This enemy has only 5 strength remaining. The strength attack will kill him. Click the fist now to attack his strength, then confirm choice. Okay, he has 5 here, so... Boom. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate even if you're outnumbered. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do a little damage against your childbanger's high armor. What's my high armor? Okay. Willpower. Oh, okay. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is a limited resource, so use it wisely. By clicking on gold tiles, character can move further than usual at the cost of 1 willpower. Per gold tile. Just to let me explain why I'm taking this tutorial so seriously, because I think some people will be like, yeah, I do this, that, blah, blah, blah. But I've never played such a game. Well, I did play Super Mario and Flaming Rebels, the collision game, but strategy is not my strong suit. Red pulsing tiles beneath your enemy show how close you'll have to get to be in range. Move your Warhawk and attack. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click your Warhawk's tile to access the ability. Clicking your character's tile will bring up all of his combat options, including move, ability, attack, and end turn. Click the purple ability icon. The ability description appears in the tooltips below. The Warhawk's Tempest allows him to slam multiple enemies at once. Select an enemy to confirm your choice. Nice. That made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there's only 1 enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order, and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. Why? If a character does not move on his turn, he can rest and regain 1 willpower. The chieftain will rest his turn. Well... oh, okay. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shipwrecker won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. Click the chieftain click the fist and then the stars above the fist to add willpower. The number of stars available each turn are determined by your exertion stat. I'm glad that it's color-coded. You'll see the damage number go up as you'll see the damage number go up as you add willpower. Click a star and then the green check mark to kill his enemy. Into the fire you go. Victory! The foe is lying dead. Wise.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade. Quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head.
Hydra.
I am in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Okay. So far, I don't understand shit of the story. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Yes. Eirik, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? What do you want? The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. What did you have in mind? Gelflings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Okay. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open face houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Head, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Skeltling's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Head. So when you tell me what red anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. They don't talk to me. Eirik overturns his flimsy table. Scattering hats, assortment of junk. Gods, Eirik, laying it on a bit heavy, don't you think? Where are the Scarflings? Noblemen up by East Wall. But that was months ago, last I know. Head skulls away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over you figure. The bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gunalf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just bought them while you were walking around. Bought them while we were running around. Blah, blah. Gunalf goes off to look at more stalls. Eirik, the man of yours seemed unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Head, but he used to be Scarfling. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mad hall? Best I can tell the name's iconic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Nobleman is halfway up the hill towards the Great Hall. You won't miss it. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. About the usual times. Oh, right. You arrive in front of what must be noblemen. A few minutes later, Eric appeared, with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? That's the spirit, says Valgard. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eirik is already at the head of a table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken Scarflings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and meat stains in the process. Oh no! Was kann das? Stone wall. Blocks damage to strength and armor from one round. This doesn't make sense. Again! Do I have to move? I don't want to move. Why just one? Why just one? Assist. Oha! Noise. 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 No, not noise. Hopla. Nice. There they are. Gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Ibrick is looking out the hall's windows onto the bay. A fleet of long ships approach, with sails of golds, reds, and blues. One banner I know well, Vognir. Next for Val, kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important, I guess. See what I deal with all day long? Ah, things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? What is it? If you happen to stall our guests down on the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eirik and Dragon hustle from the meat house. To his credit, Eirik tosses the barkeep a spare of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Yeah, but we will make a break here. And honestly, I don't know if I'll continue playing because yeah, I want to hear the story, but I don't like the gameplay. I don't like this strategic stuff. But yeah, that's to that. And yeah, see you in the next video, whichever gameplay that may be.